How did you get the job working from a private company to the Social Security Administration?
Well, that's a very good lead-in to what we're trying to accomplish here, and that's how the Latino connection works.
Okay.
As you know, a lot of things happen because of somebody having inside knowledge or influence, especially in the hiring capacity. I was going to TCU during that period of time, and a good friend of mine, Rafael San Juan, was also a student there, and he was working on his master's in Spanish, and I was working on my bachelor's in Spanish and French. And Rafael invited me to take the Federal Service Entrance Examination that was coming up because he had to take it to go to, he was going to enter into HUD, H-U-D, Housing and Urban Development. And he invited me to take the entrance examination with him, and I declined at first because I had a job with Lytton. But little did I know, my job was coming to a close because the aerospace industry was falling apart during that period of time. So I reluctantly agreed to take the examination, not that I needed it because I still wasn't working, but I'm glad I did because it was a result. I got picked up by the Federal Service for an interview in the Social Security here in downtown Fort Worth. Mr. O'Neill called me and wanted to chat with me about employment with the federal government. Well, I first declined his offer because I didn't know what kind of work it was, but then when I found out I was getting laid off, I called him back and I said, Mr. O'Neill, I'd like to pursue that interview with you. So I met him, and he liked me and referred me to a committee interview in Dallas where they had managers that were interviewing potential employees. And one of the employees there was a member of the Social Security Hispanic Employees Organization. And I was very well recruited by him. They could see that I could add something of value to the agency, so he actively was helping me by looking to see what opportunities there were and then recruiting me. Mm-hmm. So it was that was my first exposure to a helping hand from a fellow Hispanic in the federal government, and that was in 1971.
Okay.